Alrighty, welcome to our first match of ESEA Advanced for Team Fathom Gaming and Team TSG. I hear there was a little pre-game analysis segment requested here, so I'm just going to pull up this little Faceit lobby and take a look. And oh wow, Fathom Gaming are fucked. That's what I'm gonna. That's going to be my analysis for this one. Let's go down the roster here. We'll start on the Fathom side. We've got the in-game leader, Cinna. Solid player. One of the greatest players. Future NA prodigy. Sitting at 2720 elo. He's got his buddy Wild G not too far behind him at 2731. Somehow... Isn't 2731 a bigger number than 2720? Why? Whatever. Cinna is showing is 696 in North America, whereas Wild G is not showing ranked. Then we got Adam the Opper, Man-Bear Pig, new addition to the team, I believe. Number 815 at 2850, and then Timbus at 2819. Now, over on the TSG side, that's this team, right? Yeah, TSG. Let's see who we got. We got a number of players, all of which are very high elo. We've got Vulcan at 3,500 elo. This guy is a looks like a monster player. He's got a pretty good win rate, a lot of experience, 6,400 matches on Faceit. Expecting to see a lot out of Vulcan. He's ranked 107th in North America. Brashy ranked 222nd in North America at 3,300 elo. Also a monster player. We got Flacco, ranked number 45 in North America, top 50 player in the region, which isn't necessarily the highest bar, but it's still, that's nothing to sneeze at. Probably going to click a couple of heads. One Freaky, number 292 at 3217 elo. Miles D, 3542 elo, ranked 104th. And then there's also some stand-in players here, one of which is ranked 139. So quite a stacked squad that TSG has, I will say. Gonna be a bit of an uphill battle for Fathom Gaming. And I just closed out of my Counter-Strike 2 and now it won't reopen. That's always nice when that happens. Alright. Probably gonna have to force quit this, huh? Well, good to have the technical issues happen before the game starts and not after. Alrighty, and then let's connect to this Faceit lobby here. There we go. Everyone just taking their sweet time to connect here. So Vulcan, the player that, or sorry, Flacco, really the player that we're expecting to see the most out of. Honestly, all these players, pretty good. I'm taking a risk showing one of these profiles on the stream. Oh, 9A and Flacco are his only two aliases. His aliasi. Aliases. And of course we have the highly tactical, not at all played out, very untried map of Mirage. Still figuring out the meta on this map after only, only a few, maybe decades in the map pool. Still a lot to be learned. So, I think there's this position here, where you can, like, walk out onto this bomb site. There's going to probably be some, some meta around that. There's this kind of area right here where you can kind of go to either of the bomb sites. I'm sure team's going to be inventing lots of strategies and gameplay around doing this. Probably going to be seeing some action in this area here. And you know what? Because it's in the middle of the map, I think we'll make the call out for this middle. And then because, this is a bit of like a catwalk, we'll make this one called Catwalk. Cat for short. We're just really paving our own path here on this completely not played out and overdone map. Okay, hopefully that hides everything. All the chat and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they're taking so long to start. And finally, we are going to get into it. In 34 seconds. Some good luck, have funs in the chat. So wholesome. Tried to hide it, but I failed. And it's going to be Fathom Gaming starting off on that advantageous counter-terrorist side, at least going to give them a little bit of an opportunity to start off strong on this map. This is going to be an interesting 4 Palace play from TSG. Don't know if you expect to see one of these on a pistol round. Cinna has got a lot on his plate heading for him. And they've come past him. Cinna doubles up, triples up, and one freaky trades him out finally, and the rest of his team's just got to stay alive here. TSG have got to make something happen, and they do. YG and Kapoya both lose their fights, and suddenly a 4 versus 2 becomes a 2 versus 2. And now it's just down to one freaky and Vulcan. Vulcan gets his. Now Adam in the 1 versus 2 here. Oh, this is falling apart so painfully for Fathom. And Adam, ooh, the fight's being given his way, but not able to find the headshot. And now Crossfire is set up here. Lots of angles to clear out for Adam, and oh, they've gotten away here, and wins the fight on one freaky, but no trade from Vulcan. This is sloppy, but Vulcan just knows to hide. He knows he just has to play time, and he wins the fight out anyway. That is a painful round for Fathom to lose. Looked like it was so well set up for them off of that 3-piece from Cinna, but it just wasn't enough. Go into this. Those are the types of rounds where if you're an underdog like Fathom in this matchup, you need to take pistol rounds. Those are kind of your toss-up rounds, your opportunity to get a bit of a extra advantage in the matchup. The gun round's certainly not going to be easier. Mid control coming through here for TSG. They have picked the correct site to go into. Only Senna here with an MP9 by himself. Forced gun, not going to be able to do much, most likely, unless Miles gives him a fight, but he doesn't. Thinks better of it. Plenty of map control already in TSG's hands. No need to fight for CT. Senna waiting for a fight to come towards him that just isn't. Adam had an opportunity there for something. And just the exits being played for here. Oh, and that's awkward and labored, but Tempest does get the kill done. That is at least Fathom going to be surviving into the next round with most of these force guns. They could stay at least competitive somewhat. But unfortunate, they did just gamble towards the B site, as you often have to do on these types of weak buy rounds, and it didn't pay off this time. Looks like it's just straight into an A play here for TSG. Senna's again gonna have quite the responsibility here. Good for one, stays alive. His team could support him here. Timbus looking to get something done. Senna is taken out, and now the rotates. Oh, they're so long away. Oh my god, Myline and Timbus, they're stuck on each other, I think, or they might have been. They're not anymore. Myline's just sitting here in the smoke. I don't think that Fathom are going to be expecting this. Off of the fade, he plays. He's looking for something. Doesn't see anything quite yet, but Timbus not ready for that. Who would be? There's a flank here from Kapoya. Oh, but it's checked. Myline dinked up, and Vulcan trades him out. But Adam through CT with Wild G only able to get one, and that is the secondary force from Fathom, handled by TSG. They go up 3-0, and here comes the first buy from Fathom Gaming. They're going to need to get something done in this round to get a foothold in this game. If they lose this one, this could go out of control pretty quickly. Missed shot from Adam. That is a painful opening to lose, and mid-control already given up, basically. And Miles entries and Flacco also onto Senna. Finally traded out, but Myline answers back onto Kapoya immediately. Timbus by himself towards B here. And they know where he is. They could just take the bomb and run the other way. And that opening pick given up by Adam, pounced upon by TSG. They take the space immediately, get the trades, and that is pretty much all she wrote for this round. Timbus likely just looking for a mistake given his way. There were peaks there, but the timings just didn't work in his favor. Oh, and they line up for him. And the jump ends up being his demise. Myline closes out the round, and TSG take a fourth. And that is going to be the first timeout coming in for Fathom. They are going to have some time to discuss things here. Going to want to make sure that they're staying composed, staying on the same page with their game plan here, obviously knowing that they are underdogs in this matchup. Still have a chance with it, though. Anything can happen, and they know that. And this is a confidence play from Flacco. He's going to run out and get kills, but maybe a little overambitious. Punished by Kapoya. Freaky looking for a fight of his own, looking to get a little freaky with it. Are you going to be expecting 2 more people under Palace? My line is. And he sweeps him up pretty easily. And now it's just Timbus left in the 1-on-2. Might as well go for it. Don't know if he's going to be expecting the jungle play. Not at all. Vulcan doesn't miss that one. And had some impressive movement to show off afterwards. Fathom now in their next proper buy round coming in here. Likely this is the round that was discussed during that previous timeout. Gonna figure out what needs to be changed in this round. It looks like Adam's starting towards A instead of middle this time, and it nets him an opening. This time, Fathom are the ones to take the opening in that buy round. That could be the difference. No mid control yet for TSG. Fathom seem aware of it. They're quickly grouping up towards B here. My line, Solo taking the mid control. Don't know if this is going to be enough, though. He's going to need to make a lot of noise by himself. Fathom, though, seem to be kind of pouncing a little bit on it. Nobody holding apps right now. And the contact play out of apps, if it's timed properly... Oh, they don't contact, though. They give themselves away. And Timbus catches the timing onto Miles as he jumps up. And, oh, the fight is awkward. I think they're both blind there. Vulcan down to 1 HP. Timbus, awkward spray. And now YG just needs to clean up on one of these players here. Adam watching the cross. Yes, you don't know it, but they're kind of boxed in here. But Adam gives up the line, and now Vulcan able to cross towards bench. YG, though, takes out Vulcan, and now it's just Freaky. He's got full health. This is winnable. Don't know if they're going to expect him in this position here. Oh, the timing, though, just doesn't work out in his favor. Missed shot, though, from Adam. That could be terrible, but he instantly adjusts into the headshot, and Freaky not able to punish the mistake there. And Fathom Gaming get on the board. This time, Adam starting towards apartments, trying to stay unpredictable here for TSG. The opening kill in the previous round was converted. But TSG this round going for the mid control. Different game plan for both teams coming in here. The question is, who is going to be the one to adjust faster? 2 players looking to walk up catwalk. YG senses it. Knows he might have overstayed his welcome. Steps back. Mylon and Kapoya. That's a big fight there. They both know that they're there. Flacco, oh, timed to the peak just perfectly. Kapoya seemed aware of the possibility, but wasn't quite ready. And Timbus, this is huge here. They don't know about him. He could be good for so many. Gets 2 even though he's blind. Vulcan manages to trade though. And now it's a 2 versus 3. Cinna knows about the one that's behind him, CT. This is an awkward position and timing just doesn't work out for him. And now Adam has to save. Unfortunate. Quite an awkward round right there.
What'd you say, Liam?
But the aim of TSG holds strong.
I hit them both, but then they peeked fucking ladder, and I got kind of stuck in the corner. Terrorists win.
That saved op from Adam. You know, he's at least gotten them the opening kill here in one round, but you really need to start leaning on this guy as your opper to get a little bit more done, especially on a map like Mirage. Really can be the carry player. And Fathom, they're opting for, I'd call it a pretty strong force. 4 M4s and 1 MP9. And this time, Adam, they didn't see him towards B last round at the start, so might as well try it again. And there is going to be a peek towards him. Misses the shot, though. Oh, and that is unfortunate. And another one missed. And Adam not able to get anything. The B side has fallen. And so has Fathom's chances in this round. Like I was saying, that one missed shot really can be the difference between life and death in a round. And ultimately a game like this. Freaky. Sharp as a tack. Ready to deny the saves. Fathom. So boxed in here. And look at this. So many players coming to hunt them. Kapoya manages to hang on, but they know where he is now. And they also know where Senna is. Gave up the sound cue earlier. Is being hunted. Close range with the MP9, though. Could be enough. Kapoya, though, not able to hold on, and now it's just Senna. And, oh, not able to win the long-range fight against Flacco. Things are starting to look pretty down here for Fathom. Again, we weren't really expecting them. No, sorry. I've been trying for weeks to try to get the in-game voice to go away, Joe. I don't know how to get it to go. I've tried every single fucking command I can find. Anyway. Things are getting quite dire here for Fathom. Aggressive play through mid, though, catches Miles off guard. And let's see here. There is a walk straight out through A here. Flacco immediately off on this play here. Oh, the sound cue, though, from Flacco. He's instantly headshotted, and they still don't know about Senna. Suddenly, 5 versus 3. 5 versus 2 for Fathom. Senna caught out by the Palace player, though. That could be brutal. And, oh, Kapoya. Don't overextend yourself, my friend. Vulcan out with the op. Oh, no, and Freaky finally shut down by YLG, and it's just the 1 versus 3. This could be a massive, massive uppercut from Fathom to get back into this match. That is exactly what they needed. Some kind of hero play there, and there it is. That could be the turnaround that we need from Fathom. The question is, can they carry this forward and push forward into a string of rounds to get back into this game? They've got one more set of AKs to contend with. But immediately the money is questionable for TSG, thanks to how close Fathom have kept a lot of these rounds. Fast mid control coming in here again. YLG power position by Underpass. Don't know if they're ready for him. And he's got 1, 2. Kapoya doubles up with him. YLG gets his own double. Vulcan, ooh, 1 versus 4 already. They know where you are. And Kapoya hits the headshot onto him. Not even a chance to get into that round. Fathom starting to look quite confident themselves here. If they can keep that going forward, they're going to have a nice eco round right here to build up some more of that confidence. We could have a game on our hands. It looks like it's going to be the classic B-rush. Timbus. Nice little van jump. Denies the early apartments control. Up, they've seen his shoulder, though, and he knows it. And just playing to delay here. There goes Flacco. Nice coverage by Timbus and YLG. Good crossfires. And absolutely nothing allowed on that contact play. Fathom starting to build a half on this CT side. 5 rounds. absolutely serviceable if they can find themselves a pistol round in the next half. You can see here, the utility is limited on TSG's side. They're going to need to keep their cool and make some very calculated and conservative plays here with the limited utility that they do have. Looks like it is just going to be straight into the A execute here. 2 Fathom players waiting. And oh my god, it's just fallen apart completely. Adam caught off on the wrong timing. And now YLG and Cinna desperate to get something done from their respective positions, but oh, kill's just not going their way. Awkward. That is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate that the players are not able to get their openers. 8-4 half, though, not unwinnable. A pistol round would be nice, though. Would be nice. TSG, they gamble on the A play here. Don't know if they've watched some Fathom demos, but they've picked the correct site to stack. And I don't know if Fathom are going to be expecting this. One freaky mollied out of the sandwich position, and now there's 2 under Palace. Don't know if they're going to be expecting this. Nice adjustment by Miles and Myline. Oh, and the fights are so awkward. What am I watching? Oh my god, and Fathom picked the wrong site for their pistol round, and this is now starting to get a little bit scary. There was a little glimmer of hope there at the end of that first half. It looked like they were starting to get some confidence, starting to win some fights, get some opening picks, shut down the ecos. But things back the winning ways for TSG. Fathom now on a 4-spy here. Looks like they're opting for a B rush of their own here. One freaky single molly shuts down the play, splits up the team. They managed to get out though. Myline and Freaky are both blind, but holding on with their kills. And the rush has been shut down completely. The 4-spy nets nothing. 10-4 for TSG, and now this is indeed starting to get quite, this is quite an enthusiasm calibrating experience indeed. Indeed. Unless YLG can do something, or somebody can do something quite magical with these deagles that they've forced. Fathom looking for a mistake. Looks like they want to pincer this mid control, and Vulcan times the peak nicely. Unfortunate that Fathom not able to get anything done. Headshots just not hitting tonight, unfortunately, for Fathom. That's how it goes sometimes. And again, they were the underdogs coming into this matchup, so these results not too unexpected, unfortunately. Would have been nice to have a little bit of a more competitive feeling game, but that is how it goes sometimes when you've got such a strong team on one side of the map. Not to say that Fathom aren't a strong team, but they do have some pretty tough competition in this week. Oh, and I just realized this is a best of 3. That's awesome, actually. So Fathom, they do have at least the next map coming up of Train. If they're not able to pull it together on this one. Connector control coming through. And Kapoya not able to hold onto that sneaky position for very long. Vulcan missed shot. Tempest is at least out. He's got Flacco. Adam, meanwhile, has found Miles, and now Vulcan's in a bit of an awkward position by himself. Fathom could make a round out of this. Oh, Adam. Nice flash play through the smoke. Myline finally shuts him down and leaves Tempest just in the 1-on-2. Adam looked like he was on some bullshit there, to be honest. That's a headshot. Both players are low on TSG's side. Oh, and Timbus, a nice try in that clutch, but just not able to close out either of the frags. And that moves TSG up to map point. Does just feel like Fathom did have a few ideas coming into this game, but just weren't quite able to execute on them. And weren't quite able to hit the shots either. Some of the shots that they needed to hit, a few of those opening kills being given up by Adam are really quite painful, not to point him out too much, but when you are the opper, some stuff is expected, and oh, the lineup through the smoke, Miles, absolutely brutal. And one Freaky's got an opening of his own, and Senna, don't know if he's going to be expecting to play still inside of the window. He does hit the headshot at least, and Adam manages to trade him out, but now Vulcan is already rotated in, and Adam left in the clutch. 1 versus 2 could have been winnable if he had won that fight, but not to be. 1-0 for TSG. We go to Train. Yeah, it just did seem like that whenever TSG were caught off, and a lot of those rounds where Fathom had an opening idea, especially on the CT half, they did just seem to have the adjustment so quickly into the next round, or even in that round. They would just adjust and immediately be taking map control elsewhere. You saw that one round where I can't remember who it was. I believe it was either Vulcan or Flacco immediately lurking out of A as soon as they realized that Fathom had taken that mid control. And even though Fathom do ultimately win that round, it's those kinds of ideas of immediately prodding on another part of the map when you know that the opponents are heavily attacking somewhere else. Those kinds of ideas keep you competitive in those rounds, even when you're down a man advantage. And it did seem that TSG understood that and were able to capitalize on it quite effectively. Now we wait for these bozos to take 10 minutes before the next map starts. Calibrate your enthusiasm. All right. Click the button again. Oh, my game crashed. Isn't that fun? minutes of warm-up. I don't think they take the full 9 minutes. I think they start playing it in a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Wait, they play Counter-Strike in this game? What are we, some kind of Counter-Strike? What are we, some kind of Fathom Gaming? Assuming this one was Fathom's pick, given that they are starting on the T side. Let's see, I don't think I've seen them play on train yet. This could be quite a treat. Maybe they've been in the laboratory cooking up something. Well, they did cook up a couple of headshots there. Miles D, head on a swivel. That's a nice jiggle from Timbus. My line definitely on a bit of an island here. That's a nicely played pistol round from Fathom there. Once they get the opening there, that's really nice. The way that they use the space that they got off of that. Basically swarming around, forcing CTs to take unadvantageous fights. And the jiggle there was, that was quite nice as well. And Fathom do take the pistol round here. Obviously, the start they were looking for. This is interesting. Walking out through this smoke. Don't know if... Well, One Freaky is going for a little bit of a One Freaky play. Oh my goodness, I don't know if he saw anyone on the edge of that smoke. Oh, he's playing for the knife. Oh, and he's got the bomb, and he's got a Galil picked up. Oh, okay, that could have gotten out of hand really quickly. Oh, and it is still a little bit out of hand. They've got the bomb drop there. Fathom, we got to get it back. Kapoya, all right, pulls out the pistol to finish off the job. Don't know if you expect Flacco here. Definitely not, but Kapoya reacts fast enough. And Fathom, that round could have gotten a little bit awkward, but keep it. They keep it under control. And they bring it home. 2-0 for Fathom, and here comes some M4s. Would it be here comes some M4s? Not here comes some M4s. A little bit more of a passive setup here from Fathom. Going more for this inner control here. Timbus, oh, the turn. My line up close. That is a nasty crossfire to deal with. Now down 3 versus 5 are Fathom. Good news for them, though, is they do have a decent amount of utility left as compensation. Unless they just peek and die, which is what happens. And first time out taken by Fathom there. Gonna talk things through. Not how they probably envisioned that first buy round going. The crossfire towards between upper B and Pop Dog certainly was a little bit caught them a little off guard, I'd say. They weren't quite ready for that. Quite an even, I'd say, mostly even effort so far on both sides. Fathom. Could be the forced guns in this round. A couple Galeals, Mac 10s. I'll make that 3 Galeals. And 5 smoke grenades, some flashes. Certainly could get something done in this round if they go into it with a nice plan. Let's see what they've got for us. I guess we're paused right now. I don't know what's happening. Fathom, just going to be forcing their way through T main. And one Freaky not going to allow that to happen. Neither is Vulcan. Absolute meat grinder here. Fathom run into. That was not pretty. Not pretty at all. And now the money quite poor on Fathom's side. Gonna be most likely some Glocks. The third round queued up for TSG. Their CT side. Now, a little birdie told me that Train did used to be a bit more of a T-sided map, but nowadays I don't think that's quite the case. Lots of map control for the CTs by default, so not necessarily worried for Fathom yet. They still have got plenty of time left in this half to do something. They can manage even 4 or 5 rounds. That does tee up a, at least the potential for a competitive CT side, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still got a round to go through here, and it is going to be coming to its logical conclusion. And just Adam and YLG by themselves. That's a nice little shot. LG hanging out in the server room here. Is this a server room? don't know what it is. Doesn't look like servers. Now Fathom did a little bit of a just kind of pistol buy last round, and it looks like they're going to be going in for the force buy here, 4 Galils and an AK. And they've got utility to play with here. Going to need a bit of a quick play, though, because it is limited. Let's see what they've got here. Nimbus traded out by Flacco, but YLG manages to hold on to the man advantage, and now a little bit of discomfort here for TSG. For all they know, Fathom could be out on B, and you can see the rotation from Vulcan coming through here. Adam now, he just needs to hold on to this map control here. Eyeline fully blinded by that, and one freaky. Good on YLG, but now they know where he is. They're going to swarm around him. Headshot hits from Cinna. Kapoya, the hold is good, and now it's just Vulcan to clutch 1 versus 2 here. And, oh, Adam had already gotten across the line there. And he manages to close out the frag. 3-3 now for Fathom Gaming. We've got a match on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I was saying, if they can manage to string together a 5-round T side, I think that is a reasonable number to give them a fighting chance on this map. Is their map pick? Fathom, it does look like they have figured out some kind of a solution to the potential for that crunch play from Pop and Upper B. Line though, clearing out T main here. Poya should be aware that a CT could have pushed up into there, hopefully communicated the information across to his team. But off of that information, you know, you don't really see that big of a stack towards B. Only 2 players here. The op is here, though. Oh, and Kapoya, the kill on A is actually pretty massive. That makes things pretty uncomfortable, but the play is falling apart on B. Vulcan, though, burns 100 health to the Molotov, and now Adam is taking space here. Oh, and I don't know if he saw on his screen there was a CT there. Cinna trades him out at least, and now it's just Miles D by himself. He knows where Cinna is. That nade catches him right in the head, but Kapoya comes out and saves the day. And now Fathom, for the first time, I believe, in this match, have a lead. Actually, that's not true at all. They had a lead when they won the pistol round. I'm actually literally have Alzheimer's. Anyway, Fathom have a lead again. Second time in the match. You can see here the guns on TSG are certainly less than ideal here. They've at least got the op, but MP9 to play with, not your favorite gun. Ooh, that is a nice shot from Adam. Gives his team the opening kill and a man advantage. Again, what is this kind of a nerdy angle? He's got to stay worried about the Ivy lurk possibility, though. Look at this Fathom showing a level of discipline here. They know that they have the man advantage. They just don't need to give it up. Use their utility to win map control over. Make TSG uncomfortable. And you can see it's actually working. They're gambling towards A here. You can see my line is kind of cheated a little bit back because there are 3 players waiting in A. This is a misread from TSG. Fathom have picked the correct site. Somehow they faked them out. Oh, but look at this. Flacco has rejoined his teammate here on B. They start to realize it's a little bit too quiet on the A side, and here comes the B play. 4 versus 2 on B, and the flash is perfect. Now it's just my line here. He's got to go big. Gets Tempest, but traded out by YLG, and that is Fathom looking pretty good for this round. Unless Vulcan has something to say about it, he's gonna need to make a play here, but too much on his screen to handle. Miles D, awkward spray onto YLG, and it actually gives Adam the time to catch him in the transition. And Fathom up 5-3 now, and we talked about that 5-round lead. Everything from here is just bonus. CT switching into the CT side on this map. They are going to have a pretty good time, I would say. Feel pretty comfortable to close this one out. The question is, can they keep this momentum rolling in this half and make those odds even better in their favor? Adam, that's a nice opening there. We saw some misses from him, some critical misses on Mirage, but not going to happen this time here. But oh my god, the timing. Oh my, no, that is insane that Miles just walks in through like that. And that's the bomb dropped as well. Cinna's got to recover it.
I was turning around the flash for y'all. I shouldn't have even done it.
Cinna at least
My mistake.
able to clean up Miles. They know where my line is. And he needs to isolate this 1 versus 1 here. And YLG gets there just in time. Oh, that could have gotten absolutely disastrous. And now Fathom notch a 6th round onto their T side on this train map. See here the confidence. That's another opening kill from Adam. Huge from him. He is having a much better map this time around, no doubt. And again, TSG forced to play with the man disadvantage. See here how uncomfortable they look. Need to make a play off of this, and Fathom know it too. They're just holding. But that looks like a missed smoke, to be honest with you, and that could be punished. Fathom do elect to come out, but it looks like they're not actually. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Tempest would have seen him there, but that timing looked crazy. Oh, wow. That timing is insane. He actually peeks out there and kind of gets the information that nobody's peeking pop, and looks like, even though they are sort of playing a retake setup on B, the rotates are not that far away. Fully blind is Flacco. Very blind is Flacco. My line has arrived, though, and manages to carve off Adam. And Flacco still not dead. I thought they knew he was here, but they don't seem ready, and he's gotten another one. Never mind, that wasn't him on the first one, but still, somehow it's just Cinna left in the 1 versus 3. It looked so good and spammed out. I honestly don't know how that fell apart so quickly. For Fathom, I thought they knew where Flacco was. The rotate is absolutely brutal. And that round, oh, they got the opening kill too. It looked like they picked the correct site to execute on, but things just fell apart there in the actual chaos of the execute. Flacco's position makes him hard to clear out. They had to extend forward quite far, which gave the rotate opportunities to make plays of their own. And now Fathom going for a bit of a half buy. If anything, just want to keep the economy honest here of TSG as we head into the second to last round of the half. That is an immediate trade there by Adam. Fully blinded by his teammate. Adam's got the op picked up. Oh, he's not ready for that angle, though. Cinna at least trades him out. But my line been looking good here, and that's a nice adjustment on Senna. 5-6 now for TSG. They're at least keeping their own CT side serviceable. And it will be a relatively strong buy from Fathom for this final round of the half. Looks like a little bit of a heavier upper B lane here. So going for a bit of a spam play. Actually does look like he hit my line a little bit there, and oh, Miles ticks down a little bit in his own molly there. Oh, and there are some players waiting for him. My line, don't know if they're going to expect him here, though. Oh, and he could pick the timing. Oh, I don't know if they've heard him. The jiggle is good from Timbus. Now they know. YLG onto Vulcan. He has been having some nice kills this game, too, and they know my line is still here, I think. Timbus, oh my god, the time that he picks to walk through that smoke could have been huge. My line backs out. Now one Freaky here playing up close. This is such an aggressive position. It looks like Adam is at least somewhat ready for it off of the fade. Is Freaky going to be able to make the adjustment in time? That smoke fade is coming up. Freaky pulls out to refresh the smoke, and it is his downfall. And now Flacco playing up close. He is going to need something huge. Oh, and he's let him pass. He has let them pass. This could be huge, but ends up getting nothing out of it. The rest are actually going towards B. Now Flacco on the quick flank here. Held by Adam, but not able to convert the kill, and now this could get very awkward here for Fathom. My line finds the extension into him. Now Fathom, they know where both players are, but such an uncomfortable position for them. And Senna is caught out. YLG, oh no. He's got to stay alive here. Don't know if it's planted for him even. Awkward spray, manages to finish it on Flacco. And my line closes it out on him. 6-6 half. Was a nice attempt there from YLG. Some nice shots. Overall, a much more competitive half from Fathom, I must say. Do wish they were able to close out at least that last round there, though. But not to worry, 6 rounds on the T side certainly can make a game out of that. And as the underdogs here, heavy underdogs, you would be impressed to see them even take TSG to a third map. Timbus. Thought they were going towards B. Adam, power position here. Nice little play. Double dualies. Double dually danger in Pop Dog. And now that's the bomb dropped. They've got to come and get it. Vulcan caught in the jump. And now it's just poor old Flacco. 2 kills, but too much for him to handle. Fathom, that's a massive pistol round for them to pick up here. 7-6, and now if they can convert this, they can keep it real competitive here. On the other side, TSG maybe feeling the pressure a little bit. That is a chunky nade onto my line. Adam. Nice little close onto him. Good opening by Fathom. Timbus, here's those steps towards upper. But oh, the steps, it's actually baited. Timbus completely, he's not going to expect Freaky here. He's not going to expect him all. He's calling his team to come over. He's just waiting for the kill. Oh, he's actually, by letting Timbus get away there, I mean, I don't even, this would have to be an insane mega brain play from Freaky. 1 versus 5. I mean, you can hang out all you want here. I don't know what he's waiting for. Oh, the knife. No, Adam. No. And Kapoya. Oh, no. He's got the kill onto Kapoya as well. And it should be able... Fathom should be able to close this out still. 1 versus 3. And Freaky doesn't even have armor. But look at him. He looks locked in. He is looking for this round. This would be an insane, unhinged round for TSG to win. There's no way. There is literally no way. Timbus. No, Timbus. Timbus, please. No, Timbus. And now it's a 1 versus 2. And Fathom are starting to fall apart here in this 1 versus 5. Freaky had nothing but a Tech 9. Not even any armor. There's 15 seconds left, and oh my god, he has got time. He's got time to plant the bomb. He's got time to plant the bomb. Fathom are going to have to play the retake here. You can tell they're so scared, and Cinna caught out by the peak by Freaky, and he's got it into a 1 versus 1. Just Wild G stands between him and a legendary 1 versus 5, and Freaky times it perfectly. Ace, clutch, 1 versus 5 with nothing but a Tech 9, and Fathom have got to be broken, completely broken by that. Oh my god. I don't even know what I just watched. Tragedy. I just watched the Shakespearean tragedy, and yeah, you've got to take a time out after that one. That is a tilter and a half. Oh my god. I'm speechless. I don't even know how you recover from that. I think it's over. Kapoya doesn't think so. Kapoya does not think so at all. Oh my god, Fathom, what? Okay, well now it's a 3 versus 2. Somehow. Fathom still fighting in this round. Please, I mean, well, they could choke a 5 versus 1. They can certainly choke this. I hate to say it. That is probably what they're thinking as well. Well, there goes Wild G. And now it's just Cinna. Tempest, he's gonna hear this. He's on the flank. I don't know if they'll expect him. Oh no, Cinna caught out on the smoke spam. That is really unfortunate. And Vulcan turns around just on the timing. Oh man, Fathom. Fathom, stay strong, guys. Stay strong. And a well-deserved eco round for TSG to win here. How funny would it be if this is the round that Fathom just somehow wins? There's no way. Okay. That's a nice shot from Kapoya. Oh my god, there is no way. What is this game? What am I watching? Okay, Cinna caught out Wild G. And that's a nice little cleanup from one Freaky. Finally doing what is actually expected in this round. It actually looked like it could have fallen apart as well, which just would have been... I don't even know what that would have been. That just would have been insane. Out of this world. Now we've got a buy round. It looks like Adam picking up his first op of the half. See where he takes it. Looks like it's going to be towards upper B. before the peak. Oh, and that was a nice flash. Oh, and he misses the follow-up shot, too. Knows he can't peek again. There is definitely an op trained on him. Wild G, awkward spray. My line trades him out. Adam is here, though, has rotated in. And he gets to back bomb. 2 versus 2 now. That is a painful grenade. Ouch. They know that Adam is just tucked in here. Times the peak perfectly. Miles D out, and now it's just Vulcan. And Adam cleans it up. Awkward misses initially, but saves the round ultimately for his team. Again, that is the kind of impact that you're expecting from your opper. 17 and 13 is Adam. That only leaves you wondering if this Adam showed up on Mirage, where might we be now? Probably still on train. Fast play out through yard. And the trades. Kapoya looking for a fight here. Can't get anything done. One freaky. Now Timbus has got to go for a hero play here. Not ready for the player already on bomb train.
Through somebody else's headset. That's why I was trying to call it for you.
And 2 versus 2 post plant here. Sen Adam kind of pincering around here, isolating. Oh! And now Cinna has to make a play. Knows there was a player heaven. And 10 to 8 for TSG. That was a probably a little bit of a backbreaker. Don't think Fathom expected the play out yard. They looked quite caught off. And their money is, again, in the dumps. And it's strange to see what looks like basically a standard setup. Well, not a completely standard setup, a bit of a extremity heavy setup here. Fathom, and you can see that TSG are playing for that yard control again here, playing for those long angles against what they know is a weak buy. Flank is held by Vulcan. Bomb will be planted on the A-bomb site. One free key. Catches Timbus on the B push. Question is, does he elect to overextend? It looks like he does not. Held by Vulcan is Cinna. Wow, G. Yeah, nice little 1-2 combo with Adam there. Adam hitting some shots on the Deagle. And not able to get anything done with that AK as well. G 8-11 now. Fathom, if there is a time to get back into this game, it's right here and right now. They've got a FAMAS in play. They've got M4s. They've got utility. They've got a single kit. Not everything, but most of what you want to compete for a buy round here. Fathom, you can tell they've understood that yard has been a problem, but now the play is happening quickly towards B. Timbus only with a FAMAS over here, and they're just going to be running out upper. I don't know if Timbus is going to expect this. Flacco, I'm sure Timbus has heard him, but he times the peak perfectly, catches Miles D on the secondary position, and now he's got Flacco overextending, and suddenly this is a man advantage for Fathom. They've, however, transitioned, pivoted. TSG have pivoted over towards A. And it's going to be a retake here. Kapoya, nicely timed walk through the smoke. He knows what is possible and what isn't. And one Freaky, however, shuts him down, and now it's just down to Vulcan. 1 versus 3. Gotta find a pick here. And there's Timbus, but do you expect Cinna so close? Looks like he elects not to peek, and now the bomb is planted, and Cinna just have to hold him here. Don't give him an easy fight. Cinna makes noise. The wide swing, not what Vulcan was expecting. And Fathom, like I said, that was a necessary round. No more luxury rounds for them, only necessary ones. They are going to need to keep it clean and tight from here if they want to close this out and push us on to map 3. Nuke awaits for these teams if it is necessary. And it's a fast yard play again here. Fathom, though, they are set up for it this time. They were last time, it just didn't happen. And YLG, that's a nice double spray from him. Had him on this angle here. Watching for the cross. The walk through the smoke is punished by YLG. 4 kills from him. He's on for the ace. Come on, let's give it to him. Not able to close it out. Adam finishes off the round for his team. And the fast yard play shut down this time from Fathom, and that is going to force TSG not only into a bad buy, but also to flip to the next page of their playbook. They're going to need to figure something else out here, because what they have been doing is no longer working. Ten to 11. Fathom look to tie this up, make their own case for match point and map point. Not match, sorry, map point. And some nice, easy eco frags for Kapoya. Maybe Timbus will have a couple of his own too. Shaves one off the end. And Miles D just trying to get the bomb down. He does get it down. That is actually going to help the economy pretty substantially for his team in this next round. Makes a pretty big difference. Extra $600 a player. That's going to be AKs and utility versus no AKs and Galil's and utility, or AKs and no utility. So pretty huge that he gets that bomb plant there, actually. You would have, if you're Fathom, liked to have denied that, but at least they close out the round. Question is, who is going to move on to match point first? Sorry, map point. I keep saying that. Map point first. Fathom. Again, not an option for them. It's do or die this round, and that is definitely a death for Adam that he is going to come to regret. Timbus left all alone. He has been a bit of a stonewall wherever he has played, but 5 players on the other side of that wall for him to deal with. Flash, it's no good. Timbus takes a lot of damage, though. Caught in the transition on his back foot. Now YLG. He is the first rotate here, and good for nothing. Fathom have completely crumbled in this round, and this is going to be TSG moving up to map and their match point. Poya and Cinna, really nothing they can do here. The crossfires are just too strong here. My line has gotten behind them. Cinna trying to go for a little bit of a tap in the smoke. Managed to find one. Gets back on the bomb, but spammed out. A nice attempt, but ultimately there was not too much that he could do there. And that is going to be series point for TSG. Fathom, meanwhile, looking to push this into overtime. They've got the guns and the utility to do it. The question is, do they have the aim? Do they have the brains? Does Adam have what it takes to find an opening kill for his team like he's done again and again and again this map? They need him to step up. But no opportunities presented to him here. It's a fast crunch in towards Pop Dog this time. This is new, actually, from TSG. This could catch Fathom off guard. And oh no, Kapoya's fallen. YLG looking very uncomfortable here and not able to get anything. Timbus, smoke push here. Oh, and him and... Oh my god. Freaky knows they traded places and the entire game is just falling apart. Oh my... That is so unfortunate. A very, very close game. A very, very good try from Fathom. You have to respect it. They were playing against the odds, against a much stronger team, and they certainly made it. They made it a challenge. They didn't make it easy. They didn't roll over. And you got to give them props for that. But ultimately, the team, TSG, that was meant to come out on top, does prevail. And that is going to be 2-0 for TSG in this first match of ESEA Advanced.